The Tesla Model Y is everywhere in 2026. You see it on highways, in cities, in parking lots. It's easily one of the most popular electric SUVs right now. And people call it the perfect EV. Fast, practical, high-tech, basically the full package. But after spending 24 hours actually living with it, not just driving it for a few minutes, I realized something. This car is impressive, no doubt, but it's also not as perfect as people make it sound. There are things about it that feel next level, and other things that can honestly get annoying over time. So in this video, I'm going to give you the real experience, what it's actually like to own, drive, and depend on this car in daily life. No hype, no fanboy talk, just the truth. Design and road presence. Let's start with the design, because this is something people are always divided on. The Model Y hasn't changed a lot visually, and you can instantly tell it's a Tesla. Same smooth curves, same clean body, same minimal styling. Now some people love this look because it feels modern and simple. It doesn't try too hard, and it ages well. But here's the reality. In 2026, it's starting to feel a bit too common. You see so many of them that it doesn't stand out anymore. From the front, it still looks sleek and futuristic, but from certain angles, especially the rear, it can feel a bit rounded and less aggressive compared to newer SUVs in the market. That being said, the aerodynamics are excellent, and that design actually helps with efficiency. So while it may not be the most exciting looking SUV anymore, it's still very functional, and that's exactly what Tesla is going for. Performance and driving feel. Now let's talk about performance, because this is where the Model Y immediately reminds you why people love it. The acceleration is instant. You press the pedal and the car just goes. No delay, no noise, no drama. Even the standard version feels quick, but the performance model is another level. It's seriously fast for an SUV. In daily driving, it feels super smooth and effortless. Traffic, stop-and-go driving, overtaking, everything is easy. And once you get used to one-pedal driving, you barely even use the brakes. But here's something most people won't tell you. It's fast, but it's not exciting in the traditional sense. There's no engine sound, no emotional feedback. It feels more like a high-speed gadget than a machine. And when you start pushing it on twisty roads, you realize it's not really built for that. The steering is light, the suspension is a bit firm, and it doesn't give you that connected feeling you get in a true driver's car. So yes, it's quick, very quick, but it's built for convenience, not thrill, range, and real-life usage. Range is one of the biggest reasons people buy this car, and overall, it delivers. On paper, it promises over 300 miles, depending on the version, but in real life, things are a bit different. With AC on, traffic, and normal driving, you're realistically looking at around 260 to 290 miles, which is still very good, and for most people, it's more than enough for daily use. You can easily go a few days without charging if you're just commuting, but the real test is long trips, and that's where EV life starts to feel different. You can't just drive endlessly. You need to think about charging stops, timing, and planning your route. The good thing is, Tesla makes this easier than most brands. The navigation system actually plans your charging stops automatically, which helps a lot. Still, it's a mindset shift. Once you get used to it, it's fine, but it's definitely not the same as a gas car.
Charging experience. This is where Tesla really shines. The supercharger network is one of the biggest advantages of owning a Model Y. You don't need multiple apps, you don't need to worry about compatibility. You just plug in and it works. Simple as that. Fast charging is quick enough to make road trips possible, but let's be real, it's still not as fast as filling up a tank. You're gonna spend time waiting. Now, here's the important part. If you have home charging, this car becomes incredibly convenient. You plug it in at night, wake up with a full battery, done. But if you don't have home charging, the experience changes completely. It becomes less convenient and more time-consuming. So honestly, this car makes the most sense if you can charge at home. Interior and technology. Step inside, and this is where the Model Y feels completely different from traditional cars. There are basically no buttons. Everything is controlled through one big screen in the middle. At first, it looks amazing, super clean, super futuristic, but in real life, it takes time to get used to. Even simple things like adjusting mirrors or climate settings require going through menus, and while driving, that can be distracting. Now, the flip side, the software is incredibly smooth. smooth. It's fast, responsive, and gets updates over time, which means the car actually improves after you buy it. The cabin itself is spacious, especially in the back, and the glass roof makes it feel even more open. It's a great family car in terms of space and practicality. So overall, the interior is impressive, but it's not perfect. It's more about tech than comfort or simplicity. Autopilot and features. Autopilot is one of Tesla's biggest selling points. And yes, it works well, especially on highways. The car can keep its lane, adjust speed, and make long drives less tiring. But here's the key thing. This is not self-driving. You still need to stay alert and keep your hands ready. There are moments where the system can hesitate or react in ways you don't expect. So while it's a great assistance, it's not something you can fully rely on. Think of it as support, not a replacement for driving. Price and value. The Model Y sits in that mid to premium range. It's not cheap, but it's also not crazy expensive compared to other EVs. You save money on fuel and maintenance, which helps over time. But things like insurance and repairs can still be expensive. So the value really depends on how you use it. If you drive a lot and charge at home, it makes a lot of sense. If not, the benefits become less clear. Honest problems. Now, let's be real. Here are the downsides. The design is starting to feel common, the touchscreen-only controls can be annoying, ride quality is a bit firm, and EV lifestyle still requires adjustment. None of these are deal breakers, but they matter. So, after 24 hours with the Tesla Model Y, here's the honest truth. This is still one of the best all-around electric SUVs you can buy in 2026. It's fast, practical, efficient, and packed with tech. But it's not perfect, and it's not for everyone. If you want a simple, traditional driving experience, this might frustrate you. But if you're ready for a tech-focused modern car, you're gonna love it. So, what do you think? Is the Model Y still the king, or are better options coming? Comment below and let's talk. And subscribe, because I'm testing the most hyped cars and giving you the honest truth.